Welcome to our series on new features in Anthology version 8. This video will show you the various options for emailing cash register receipts in Anthology. You may want to email a cash register receipt in a variety of situations. For example, when working with a tablet or laptop at an off-site event, or even on the floor of your own store, or in any situation where you may not have a printer attached to your computer. Or you and your customers may just want to save paper. To set up emailing receipts, you must first have email enabled in Anthology. This is done on the Options screen under the Tools menu and on the Email tab. If you have the full version of Outlook installed on the station you are using, you can choose that. Or you may want to use your Gmail or other third-party email account, and you can set that up over here. If you are in doubt about how to set up email, which is an extremely useful feature throughout Anthology, please contact Anthology Tech Support. To specify the receipt behavior on a given station, you will want to go to the Stations Maintenance table on the Master Files menu. Each computer that runs Anthology on your network is called a station, and each station can be configured to use a particular set of devices and behaviors. We find these on the Details page. So that here the receipt printer is set up to go to the Snagit stream capture utility, likewise the report printer. We could identify this as a touchscreen device, and so on. Up here, we have our options for emailing receipts. And as you can see, you have three options here. Never, which is the default, ask, and always. Never is self-explanatory. You don't ordinarily want to email receipts when making sales on this station. Ask might be a good option at your regular POS station, and I'll show you how that works in a moment. The always option might be used if the station you're configuring is a laptop or a tablet that you want to take off-site for a book fair or other event, or you don't want to carry a receipt printer, or if, for example, you have a roving tablet on the floor for line busting. Okay. As you can see, we're now set up for the Ask option. Let's see how that works. First, we're going to open the cash register and scan in a book. And as you can see, the book gets added to the tape area on the right-hand side of the screen. We'll choose to take tenders. Let's pay with a check. We'll enter, and at this point, we have the option to finalize the sale, edit the sale, or cancel. We'll click on Complete to finalize. At this point, we're asked if we want to email the receipt. If we said no here, the receipt would print as normal. But in this case, we'll respond that yes, we do want to email the receipt. A dialog comes up allowing us to enter the customer's email address. I'll do that right now. And then when we say F10, OK, an email is created to send to the customer with their receipt for the sale as a PDF attachment. Of course, you can customize this message if you want to. We'll just go ahead and send it. And it's on its way to the customer. If at the beginning of the sale, we identify a customer whose email address is already on file, then when the email a receipt dialog comes up, it will already be populated with the customer's email address. Let's see how that works. First, we'll complete this sale. Then at the beginning of the next sale, we'll go to the customer assistant. We'll select the customer to whom we want to make this sale. We can see here that he already has an email address on file with us. We choose select. We paste in our the book that we want to sell, or rather, we scan in the book that we want to sell. Again, we'll take a check. We'll say that we want to complete the sale. We'll say that we want to email the receipt. And this time, as you can see, the email dialog is pre-populated with the correct email address for the customer in question. Of course, the receipt still exists in Anthology's history, so that if we choose receipt, reprint a receipt from the Actions menu, we find the receipt that we just sent listed. And we can either reprint it as a physical receipt if that's what we want to do, or we can choose to preview it just to confirm what the receipt actually said. While we're on the subject of the action menu, let me just point out that even when the email receipt option on the section screen is set to ask or never concerning emailing receipts, you always have the option of choosing on an ad hoc basis to email a receipt. So, as you can see in Anthology version 8, you have not just the ability to email receipts, but also a number of other options to let you configure just where and when that option is made available to you. One final point about receipt printing. As you may know, many credit card transactions no longer require a customer signature for charges below a certain amount. In the case of bookstores and other so-called specialty hard goods retailers, that limit, as set by the credit card companies, is $25. If you, like most Anthology users, use Element as your processor, you can enable the suppression of signature receipts on charges of less than $25 here on Tools, Options, Credit Cards. We'll just go there, cancel this sale, Options, Credit Cards, and here you see we have the option to not print a signature receipt on sales of less than $25. Thanks for watching. Please take a look at some of the other videos in this series and follow us on Twitter at @AnthologyDev to hear about new videos as they are published, along with other news of interest to Anthology users.